Final race then at Sha Tin. We finish off over the 1,400 metres. This is a Class 3 contest with, how many? Two horses making their debuts here. The field is headed by Vitalite, who drops in class and drops in trip as well. Zach Purton rides for Francis Loy with the hood coming off. Able Raid was to debut. He's out, unfortunately. Smart Folks replaces him. Sparky Trail and Talente, though, do debut. Carling Excellence should roll forward from barrier number 8. Joe Moreira will be in the saddle there. We've got the Hulk visor going back on. Alfie Chen taking £7 off his back. My Sugar up in class for a very impressive course and distance win last time out. Romantic Combo with the blinkers back on. He was beaten favourite last time out. Gets barrier number 12 as well. Talente and Right Choice are the horses that have been up at Chungfa within the last 30 days. We're at the touchscreen to have a look at the speed map and some of the key races here for the final event. And Tom, as far as the pace is concerned, we're saying good to slow, certainly through the early part of this race, with Star of Yunlong and My Sugar expected to roll forward as well.
Yeah, Star of Yunlong, he likes to go forward. He's a horse that likes to be up with the pace, and My Sugar was handy last time out and did wear the cheek pieces. Just has an awkward draw this time around, My Sugar, off gate number 14, so we'll need to come across. Now, Tempest Express, he was caught wide near the speed last time out, and he wasn't too far off them in a recent barrier trial, so he's got gate 13. He's probably likely to guide My Sugar across. Carrying Excellent there with the Hulk, Smart Folks back. And then you've got the newcomers like Sparky Trail and also the Talente back on the inside there. Romantic Combo and Amara win towards the rear. Romantic Combo out of 12 and Amara win out of gate number 5. OK, so they're likely back markers certainly through the early part of the race. What are we looking at track work-wise, Paul?
Well, we'll have a look at one of the first starters here, Talente. He's had the 4 trials to get him ready here, 1134 pounds. And Jerry Chow will take some weight off his back as well, barrier number 4. So he's pretty fit coming into this contest. He moves nicely here in the morning. Carrying Excellent, just faded out late there for 3rd behind Janu Park last time, but prior to that was a nice winner. He's been in good form recently, and he goes comfortably here. He's drawn barrier number 8, so just have to work a little bit, I think, in the early part. And My Sugar couldn't have been more impressive last time, and he's come through that race really well. His work's been top class since. He's going nicely once again. He's a nice big strong horse, and up in grade, down in weight.
All right, he's our favourite at this early stage as well, in a very wide-looking market, but we'll stay with him at the moment. That is My Sugar. And again, catch up with Karis T.
My Sugar, Karis, talk us through that last start win with him.
Yeah, well, we had a good draw last start. You know, actually, Jimmy gave me the option, you know, if the pace is pretty hard, just sit on him or leave the horse where he's comfortable. And I thought that day horses was leading and they were, you know, they were performing pretty well. So I made use of my draw and in a stage where horses couldn't go past me anymore, so I left him alone, and I was surprised because we ran a good time around the turn and he still kicked on nicely when I got into him. So it was a good win.
What do you do from the draw this time?
He's got some nice gate speed. At least I won't have to rush him too much. He's a big horse. From the outside gate, he could get into his momentum. Maybe he might find a leader or sit outside the leader. We'll go through the race and, yeah, we'll work a plan for him.
Is he still the type of horse that's developing, Karis?
I think so, definitely. Jimmy said the horse is improving all the time. He gave me a nice feel last time. Like I said, he's a big horse. I'm pretty sure this is why he took a few runs to get stronger. I hope that last run brought him on and he's built more confidence.
Just a final question for you. Looking at the jockeys' rankings at this stage of the season, the last couple of seasons you've comfortably been in 3rd position, but with Alexi Bedell here, is there a bit of a battle for bronze this season for you?
Yeah, of course it's a challenge. It's good to have a challenge. That, you know, it makes you work very hard, and yeah, it's hard this season. There's a lot of competition. Of course, there are a lot of jockeys that's here, so. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but, you know, I've got my head down. I'm just going to keep working hard. It's still a few good months to go, so it's not the end yet.
Yeah, we're not even halfway yet, but could My Sugar be adding to the tally, do you think, Tom?
I think he can. He's been racing particularly well that last start when with the cheek pieces going on. I think that the cheek pieces was the real thing that turned the corner for him and to help him run and produce that terrific win in the end, Paul, which was 4 lengths.
Yeah, and he won nicely. He was strong at the finish and he was carrying 131 there. He carries 119. He's got the wide draw, but there is a spot outside the leader for him. If he gets there, he's going to be very hard to beat.
OK, all right, that's My Sugar. Let's have a look at some of his rivals. One of them might be another horse that rolls forward here, and that is the shape of Kying Excellent. This is him finishing third last time out. Genoa Park is the winner of this race. Paul, right choice. Big excuse for him, you can see. He's in all sorts of trouble as we pick it up.
Yeah, and he's drawn a little bit awkward as well. Barrier number 11, right choice. Look, I thought he came here to win this race, Kying Excellent. He just faded out a little bit. He did run third. He's got barrier number 8. He drew 2. He had the perfect run. Look, I've still got him in there for second, but yeah, just here, you know, if you're on him, you thought he was going to win.
He's hard to leave out at the moment because he's just so consistent. He was a winner 2 back over East Star and then ran into Genoa Park here and Co last time out, but very hard to leave out the way he's racing.
All right, that was back on Boxing Day. This is Romantic Combo the week before. This is him finishing third. He's out wide as we pick it up. Celestial Power is the ultimate winner of this race, who's gone on again. Tempest Express, not his best effort, Tom.
No, it wasn't his best effort, but he was up on the pace and weekend out of it. Certainly nothing wrong with the run here of Romantic Combo. Cheek pieces come off, blinkers are going back on. He's dropped 12 pounds and, well, he's been having Alexi Vidal and Wagner board. He's got the services of Dylan Moe this time round, so I wanted to keep him safe. He kept on all right in a recent barrier trial, this behind Celestial Power, who's raced particularly well since arriving, and back to 1,400 metres. He keeps interesting me though, Paul.
Yeah, look, I've got him in on a minor line as well. He's quite consistent there without winning, isn't he?
OK, back at the trials now. Vitralite just having his second start, Paul. And the other one here is Sparky Trail. What can you tell me about him out of the UK?
Well, he's had 1,111. He's a 1,111 pounds Sparky Trail. He's had the 3 trials. I don't think he's quite ready here yet. He's got barrier number 1. And Paul O'Sullivan's normally do take a run. So I haven't got him in. Vitralite only had the 1 start, finished towards the back. Zach Purdon will take the mount on him, has to carry the weight here, but we'll see if he can improve.
Wasn't put under too much pressure in that trial. Vitralite ran 4th there. It's dropped 14 pounds since that first up effort. And Sparky Trail, US bred 4-year-old. Maybe they'll look at some dirt races for him potentially further down the track. Cherokee
Trail was his name. John Gosden trained him in the UK, won twice over this trip, 1,400 metres. We're back at the trials again here, Tom, for Armour Win. I think you're quite keen on, aren't you?
Yeah, this horse here, I liked what he did in his trial. Now, his first up effort, he was 8th. He was the quickest 400 home in that race of 22.38 behind Guy Dragon. He's dropped 12 pounds since. In this barrier trial, he was beyond midfield, but ran on nicely against the outside rail. So I think Armour Win might be ready to do something, Paul, here, second up. Yeah,
he'll get his opportunity, won't he? He's got the barrier 5. He should get a better run and change it with a natural improvement. He should run well.
All right, OK. Favourite, though, here, Paul, is... Try that again, this time. My Sugar, can he do it again?
Yeah, I think he can. I'm going to make him the best of the afternoon, My Sugar. I just think he's an improving horse. He can get outside the leader with the light weight, and I don't think this is an overly strong Class 3 race, so I like him. Kying Excellent, who's now gone favourite. He's in there for second. Romantic Combo's been consistent. I'm going to give Tempest Express another chance. I think he'll be helping My Sugar. He can bring him across and get a nice run just in behind. So 11, 8, 14 and 13.
Each way charge here in the last. He's only at 10 to 1 at the moment, early in betting. Probably not a lot of money in the pool, but that is Armour Win for Ricky Yu and Tony Bacone. Was a 1,400 metre winner in France at Toulouse, and I think he can do something here, stepping up to 1,400 metres. Wasn't the worst effort first up and has trialled well since. He's on top from Kying Excellent, My Sugar and Romantic Combo. 4, 8, 11 and 14.
Yeah, I've got My Sugar on top as well, but I do think it's open. I think there's a few chances in the last. Stat-wise, Paul, what are we looking at?
Well, a trainer who's in a bit of form at the moment is Danny Shum. He's had 9 wins from his last 7 meetings from his 39 runners, so a really good win rate there of 23%. He's had a second and a third there. And Daily Charm comes up in the first. He's only a 3-year-old, but he did win nicely at his last start and likely to start favourite in race number 1.
All right, best bets though time. It sounds like we're following up, are we, with My Sugar?
Yep, he was impressive last time, and I think he can win again, even with that wide draw. My Sugar. Each way he play here, El Valiente, he only had the 1 start on the all-weather, 3rd start in total in Hong Kong. By Savabeel on the all-weather, 16.50 looks ideal. He'll get back, he'll be running on strongly. And the player of the day in that race with Red Elise, who's been downgraded, and King's Race, who ran well last start. 1, 9 and 10 QQP.
On the all-weather for me, it's Fruity Princess in the 8th race, horse 5 for Tony Picone, going the Tony Picone double header. In fact, here into Amara Win in the last as the value runner. He's only at 10 to 1 at the moment. Expect that to probably drift out a little bit, but he's stepping up to 1400 metres. And the play in the 9th race with Beauty Applause Wellington, a massive pocket, a QQP.
All right, down the straight for me as well, but not the Wellington race. Valiant Dream was beaten by Wellington last time out. It's got a good draw here, should be high in the speed. It's a very competitive race, but I think it's got as good a chance as any. And Family Folks, we can get over from barrier number 12 and get a good run for money at each way price for Michael Chang, Antoine Hamelin, Pinghai Bravo, Valiant Dream, and 14, the QQP for me in race number 7. Then after Sunday, back to Happy Valley midweek, and then next Sunday, Tom, 2 Group 1s and the start of the 4-year-old series as well.
Absolutely, it's going to be a terrific day coming up at Sha Tin next weekend. Of course, a special farewell tribute as well to Beauty Generation.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to the first leg of the 4-year-old series as well.
All right, yeah, can't wait for that. And the order of entry is already out. That's all to look forward, though. That's the show. Thanks for watching on behalf of Tom, Paul and the rest of the team. Hopefully we'll see you at Sha Tin on Sunday. We will be racing to win.